ಮರಾಠಿದೆ ಹೇಳ ಕನ್ನಡ ಹೇಳ ಆವ ಬಗೆಯನೇ ಸಲಹೋ ಆವ ಬಗೆಯನೇ ಸಲಹೋ ದೇವ ಚಿನ್ಮಯನೇ ಹೂವ ತರುವರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹುಲ್ಲ ತರುವೆ ಹೂವ ತರುವರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹುಲ್ಲ ತರುವೆ ಆವ ಬಗೆಯನೇ ಸಲಹೋ ಆವ ಬಗೆಯನೇ ಸಲಹೋ ದೇವ ಚಿನ್ಮಯನೇ ಹೂವ ತರುವರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹುಲ್ಲ ತರುವೆ ರಂಗನಾಥ ನಿನ್ನ ಅಂಗ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ರಘುವೆನು ರಂಗನಾಥ ನಿನ್ನ ಅಂಗ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ರಘುವೆನು ಅಂಗವನು ನಿನಗೆ ನಾ ಸಲಿಸುವೆನೋ ಅಂಗನಾಥ ನಿನ್ನ ಅಂಗ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ರಘುವೆನು ಅಂಗವನು ನಿನಗೆ ನಾ ಸಲಿಸುವೆನೋ ರಂಗರೂಪವ ತೋರಿ ಭಂಗ ಭಾವಗಳ ನಳಿದು ರಂಗರೂಪವ ತೋರಿ ಭಂಗ ಭಾವಗಳ ನಳಿದು ಡಂಗೂರವ ಹೊಯ್ಯೋ ನಿನ್ನ ಕಿಂಕರಿಗಾನೆಂದು ಹೂವ ತರುವರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹುಲ್ಲ ತರುವೆ ಆವ ಬಗೆಯನಿ ಸಲಹೋ ಆವ ಬಗೆಯನಿ ಸಲಹೋ ದೇವ ಚಿನ್ಮಯನೇ ಹೂವ ತರುವರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹುಲ್ಲ ತರುವೆ ಈರೇಳು ಜನ್ಮದಿ ನಿನ್ನಾಧೀನನಾಗಿಪ್ಪೆ ಈರೇಳು ಜನ್ಮದಿ ನಿನ್ನಾಧೀನನಾಗಿಪ್ಪೆ ನಾನಾರ ಸೇರುವೆನೋ ನಾನೇನ ಮಾಡುವೆನು ಈರೇಳು ಜನ್ಮದಿ ನಿನ್ನಾಧೀನನಾಗಿಪ್ಪೆ ನಾನಾರ ಸೇರುವೆನೋ ನಾನೇನ ಮಾಡುವೆನೋ ಘೋರ ಪಾತಕಿ ಅಜಮಿಳನ ಸಲಹಿದಾರಂಗ ಆ ಘೋರ ಪಾತಕಿ ಅಜಮಿಳನ ಸಲಹಿದಾರಂಗ ನಾರಸಿಂಹನೆಂದರೆ ಧ್ವನಿದೋರೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೂವತ್ತರುವರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹುಲ್ಲ ತರುವೆ ಆವ ಬಗೆಯಲಿ ಸಲಹೋ ಆವ ಬಗೆಯಲಿ ಸಲಹೋ ದೇವ ಚಿನ್ಮಯನೇ ಹೂವ ತರುವರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹುಲ್ಲ ತರುವೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ ಬಂಟ ನಾನಿನ್ನ ವೈಷ್ಣವರ ಪುಟ್ಟ ದಾಸಿಯ ಮಗನು ಪರದೇಸಿಯೋ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ ಬಂಟ ನಾನಿನ್ನ ವೈಷ್ಣವರ ಪುಟ್ಟ ದಾಸಿಯ ಮಗನು ಪರದೇಸಿಯೋ ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಗಿ ನೆಲೆಯಾದಿ ಕೇಶವರಂಗ ಆ ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಗಿ ನೆಲೆಯಾದಿ ಕೇಶವರಂಗ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋದರೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಹರಿದಾಸರಾಣೆ ಹೂವ ತರುವರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹುಲ್ಲ ತರುವೆ ಆವ ಬಗೆಯನೇ ಸಲಹೋ ಆವ ಬಗೆಯನೇ ಸಲಹೋ ದೇವ ಚಿನ್ಮಯನೇ ಹೂವ ತರುವರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೂವ ತರುವರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೂವ ತರುವರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹುಲ್ಲ ತರುವೆ
ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಇದು ಫೋನ್ ಮೈಕ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೀವ್ ಇಟ್.
ಮಾನಸ ಭಜರೆ ಗುರು ಚರಣಂ ಮಾನಸ ಭಜರೆ ಗುರು ಚರಣಂ ದೋಸ್ತರ ಭವಸಾಗರ ತರಣಂ ದೋಸ್ತರ ಭವಸಾಗರ ತರಣಂ ಮಾನಸ ಭಜರೆ ಗುರು ಚರಣಂ ಮಾನಸ ಭಜರೆ ಗುರು ಚರಣಂ ದೋಸ್ತರ ಭವಸಾಗರ ತರಣಂ ದೋಸ್ತರ ಭವಸಾಗರ ತರಣಂ ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಗುರು ಜಯ ಜಯ ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಗುರು ಜಯ ಜಯ ಗುರು ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಗುರು Jai Jai. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah Om. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva. Arunachala Shiva, Aruna Shivom. Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam. Dostara Bhavasagara Taranam. Dostara Bhavasagara Taranam. Dostara Bhavasagara Taranam. Bolo Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Jai.
ಹೌದಾ? ಯಾಕೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಆಯಿತು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. हृदयकुहरमध्ये केवलं ब्रह्ममात्रं ह्यहमहमिति साक्षात् आत्मरूपेण भाति हृदि विषमनसा स्वं चिन्वता वा पवनचलनरोधात् आत्मनिष्ठो भवत्वम्. Right in the heart cave of all of us, that supreme truth, Brahman, shines, constantly shines in the form of I, aham, aham iti bhati. Our mind is outturned, and the mind doesn't hear that constant spurana, throbbing of pure I. The mind is outturned, and in its extrovertedness, the mind gets into a whole lot of mess. Every moment, the mind is engaged in some form of duality, thinking about somebody who owes me money, thinking about somebody else to whom I may owe money, thinking of some people who are respectful and I want that again and again, thinking of some others who are insulting me, I want to keep away from them. I want this, I want that, I want to settle score with her, I want to teach him a lesson. In countless ways, the mental noise makes us completely deaf to the throbbing going on in us, the pure I. To realize that pure I is the very purpose of human life. Yajnavalkya says in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad to a lady called Gargi, "O Gargi, if anyone lives this human life and ends his life, dies, without knowing this truth, without knowing this Akshara Tattva, oh, what a pitiable life that is. Etadaksharam aviditva. Viditva means having known. Aviditva yaha praiti goes saha kripanaha. That is the sentence which comes in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. For Gargi asks him, is there something which is above all duality, which is subtler than even Akasha? Among the five elements which produced everything, everything in this world, outside and inside, even our thoughts, our emotions, our anger, our desire, all are made of five elements. And of the five elements, Akasha is the Sukshmatama, subtlest. And this Gargi asks Yajnavalkya, what is even above Jnana? She has pondered this question. She has herself tried to visualize what it could be. And therefore, Yajnavalkya answers, know this by dismissing all conceptual constructs of your mind. In this world of duality, our mind constantly says, this is good, that is bad. That is long, this is short. This is black, that is blue. This is gross, that is subtle. This is light, that is darkness. The mind is all the time labeling others, labeling objects. And when the mind labels objects and others, the mind also invariably labels ourselves. To judge others and to judge ourselves are like two sides of the same coin. There is a saying, those who kill by the sword die by the sword. Their time comes. You find many underworld gundas, etc., who would have killed many people. One fine morning, they also are killed by another gangster. Those who kill by the sword also die by the sword. You and I are not into warfare. We are not going around with a sword in hand. When you judge others, your mind will judge yourself too. Morning you would have said about somebody, he is an idiot, I don't care for him. In the evening, don't be surprised if your own mind says, you are a bigger idiot. By the same yardstick or similar yardstick, in worldly matters and in religious context also, it is the same issue. You may be wondering, the topic suggested was effective chanting, and Swami Chidananda has gone tangentially somewhere. No, I am bringing you to a certain central point. I began chanting a shloka, that is the well-known shloka, Ekashloki of Ramana Maharshi. A whole lot of spiritual practice he condensed and put it into this one shloka, which says, why do you search for anywhere else? Your own heart. Hradi Visha, Hradi Pravesham Kuru. Enter your heart. Manasa. Enter your heart through a mind that is made ready. Atmanishto Bhavatvam. Stay as the Atma. And Yajnavalkya talks about Atma only as Akshara. And one last reference to that portion in the Yajurvediya Upanishad, Yajnavalkya gives a long list of apparent descriptions. They really are not descriptions. I will tell you what that Akshara is, he says. Garge, listen. It is Ananu, it is not Sukshma. Anu means Sukshma. Ahrasva, not short. Astula, not grass. Adhirgha, not long. Achaya, not darkness or not shade. Atamaska, not darkness. 23 pointers. I already said they are supposed to be pointers, they are supposed to describe that highest truth. But each of them is negation. And on top of those 23 negations, Yajnavalkya says, this truth doesn't eat anybody and nobody can eat this truth. Very strange expression, though maybe appropriate after lunch. We all ate and we are talking, so it fits well. But in philosophy, eating means having something as an object. You are the subject and what you eat is the object. Don't limit it to merely eating. You are the subject and you are the object in thousands of operations of the mind. You called somebody an idiot, and in the evening you came across a wonderful, very intelligent person. Oh my God, how wonderful he is, how knowledgeable, how bright, how brilliant. Look at the radiance on her face. You judge and your heart sinks. I have a long way to go till I reach there. See? When you called somebody idiot, you felt, I am far better. In the evening you meet with somebody whose knowledge and skills and even spiritual eminence puts you to shame. My life is so messed up and look at her life, so orderly. So, you look at yourself as high or low, accomplished or a failure, etc. This is eating, this is judging. When you have the insight of that pure truth, which is in your heart itself, Hridaya Kuhara Madhye, you don't eat anyone, nor anyone can eat you. What does it mean? You are free from any judgment. Therefore, enlightened people, it is said, don't judge anybody deeply. Someone who has just come out of jail after spending 10 years for a heinous crime he had committed, comes to a Mahatma, Papa Ramdas or Nisargadatta or someone, and the Mahatma is told, now one man is coming, he had done triple murders and was in jail for 10 years. Now he has come to meet you. Even after hearing all that, a true Mahatma looks at that man with eyes of compassion. On one hand, the Mahatma knows this is the criminal who got released just yesterday from the jail, and people are afraid he may again commit some more murders. But the Mahatma is a Mahatma for another reason. Mahatma is able to see even a criminal on a deeper level. This so-called criminal also is same Sat Chit, Same existence awareness. He is not an iota less than me, nor is he an iota more than me. However, there is a play of the mind there. This man's mind might be in turmoil, and the minds in this world are in confusion. Once the mind comes into the picture, it is all bloodshed. You kill, others kill you. Oh, it's a rat race in this world. You have heard. The problem with the rat race is even the one who wins remains a rat. Winner also is a rat. Oh, what to do with this mind? That is where masters like Neem Karoli Baba, you may have heard of Neem Karoli Baba, he transformed Professor, Dr. what was his name? Alpert. Professor Richard Alpert was a young professor in Harvard University, very young, in their late 20s or so. And Richard Alpert was curious to know whether putting a little measured dose of some drug like LSD would make somebody more creative. So he used to invite singers and painters and creative people, writers, and give them some measured, he had a scientific approach. He was a professor of psychology in Harvard, Boston. Measured dose. And he did discover that if not an overdose, properly administered, the painter painted better with all concentration. The singer sang better. And he was conducting many experiments. This was in 1960s. The Harvard University, maybe they have liberal rules now. Those days was very orthodox in this matter. They issued a circular or a note to Richard Alpert and Tim Leary or so, the two of them. Both of them were told, stop this, you are holding responsibility as professors in this esteemed university. What are you doing, playing with fire? Stop it. They did not listen. They were experimenting with the curiosity. Both of them were fired. And Richard Alpert and Tim Leary rented a place nearby Harvard, outside. On their own, they were continuing these experiments. And one day somebody said to Richard Alpert, Dr. Alpert, what are you doing with this LSD and so other psychedelic drugs? Waste of time. You want to know the capability of human mind? How it can go to heights or how it can go to ruin? Go to India and meet some yogi there. The yogis of India know how to deal with their mind. They can tap the hidden capacity in mind. And Alpert said, really? You are not joking? At this time, is there any yogi there? And I don't know who had suggested to him. They said, Neem Karoli Baba, near Nainital. And Richard Alpert maybe collected a little information from a few other sources, set out. Those days in the 1960s, maybe he came by a ship or maybe a plane up to Delhi and somehow, and then a bus ride whole day. I think he reached late night at 11 p.m. or so, that village. Now also you may go, there's a Hanuman temple there, near Nainital. On the way, going on some bus, Indian bus. India was a poor country that time. Now you have wonderful transport. Now he would have gone by Vande Bharat up to nearest, maybe Kathgodam. Delhi to Kathgodam, Vande Bharat. And then a luxurious AC car. But those days, very tiring. He was looking out of the window and wondering, should I have taken up all this? Am I not crazy? I looked some clouds and moving. And he was never so emotional. He felt very emotional. He suddenly started remembering his mother. He actually was not like that. And he cried in the bus. Mom, I left you. I should have spent the same days to visit you at my home in Boston. Mom, what am I doing in India? I mean, he cried like a child. He went there, somebody had arranged a room for him. Next morning, after taking bath, freshening up, he went to see Neem Karoli Baba. All this is recorded. Go to Google. And Baba saw him coming, and first question Baba asked was, "Come, come. So you missed your mother a lot last night?" And Richard Alpert was stunned. And something else also he said. Both were, he had not said to anybody. He had not said to anybody, I missed my mother. You know, I rarely cry like this, but last night I cried. No. That was, then next day, Richard Alpert sat. Professor, PhD, he got PhD at a very young age. He was a brilliant person. So, next day he started talking about his work. And even as he was talking, I believe he had held his fist like this. Baba Neem Karoli said, "Open your fist." What's that? "Ah, it's all right, sir. Swami, it's all right." He put his hand back. No, 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 open it. And that was LSD or one of those drugs. He was holding some. "Give it to me here." "No, no, Baba, don't touch this. Give it." And Baba takes and puts it into the mouth, a small quantity. Richard Alpert's heart was thumping. Now the Baba will fall down. He will die. So much cannot be consumed. But Baba took it, and I believe he showed some discomfort on the face. And after a few seconds or a minute or two, normal, totally normal. Professor Alpert was stunned. But then on his way home to his room, he thought, probably these Indian yogis are sometimes tricksters also, I have heard. Maybe he showed it as though he put it into the mouth. Actually it went and fell behind. Some drama. Maybe he did not really eat. And rest of it is drama. He made some, he must be a good actor. Next day, again Baba said, bring a little more of that. And this time, without saying, I think you doubted my, he lifts it and everybody sees, puts it into the mouth. Nobody could have a doubt that he put it into the mouth. Again he swallows it. Again some discomfort. Later on he answers how he could do it. It is with some pranayama I have developed an ability, he says. That's a different story. So let me come back. When we chant Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. On YouTube you have Neem Karoli Baba reciting Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. He also, Samartha Ramdas some centuries ago, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. And recent times, Papa Ramdas. And why does Papa teach it to all? You and I have spent time in Anand Ashram. Every day 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. in a certain place it goes on, right? Even now. In addition, on every occasion, everywhere, morning, evening, afternoon, while having the Guru Darshan, while going here, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Effective chanting. Papa's chanting, with my limited knowledge of Papa, I would say is effective. It is not only pre-realization, he used it as his sadhana. His father had given him the initiation and he got enlightened. He attained that state of Atmanishta. Rest of his life, as you all know, He didn't say, I went here or I came there. What did he say? Ramdas went. Ramdas had gone to Bangalore yesterday and came this morning. Ramdas did this. Ramdas said this. He was so above that little I which was functionally operational. Somewhere I read in Bombay, he told one bunch of devotees, okay, next Wednesday, yeah, I will come to your house next Wednesday. And that same evening or next morning, he told another bunch of people, oh, I will come Wednesday evening, oh, I am free, I will come. One was in Goregaon and another was in Dadar, opposite directions. And that day, someone said to him, he asked disciples, where are you promised that Dadar group? He went to Dadar. He completely forgot Goregaon. And they were waiting. Next day they came running. Papa, you said we were waiting and waiting. Oh, okay. Rama wanted me to go to Dadar, and it is Ram's will that I went to Dadar. He didn't say sorry. He didn't express some agitation. He didn't, because he was not into it. It was Ram's will. Once Anandamayi Ma and Papa Ramdas were travelling by car. Both of them had to attend a function, Anandamayi Ma of Bengal. And it was getting a bit late. So in between, Papa, I believe, looked at his watch. And both were enlightened saints. And Anandamayi Ma teased Papa. Papa, you are also in time, because enlightened people are above time. You are also in time. And his answer instantly, spontaneously, was, Ramdas is both in time and out of time. On a certain plane, some Ramdas is in time. Because enlightenment doesn't take you away from common sense. Before an enlightened man, realized man, a free man, free of all conditionings, you place, let us say, a gulab jamun and a stone, both in gold bowls. Looking at the gold bowls, you think he will eat both? He will eat the gulab jamun and he will look at the stone and ask you, why have you kept this? A stone is a stone for enlightened man also. Therefore, time, the function is at 6:30, it's already 6:20, I believe another half an hour is needed to reach there. So in that sense he is in time. But in another sense he is not in time at all. For by going late he doesn't lose anything. By going well in time he doesn't gain anything. It is you and I in the grip of spiritual ignorance that look at every situation as either having a gain or having a loss. Everywhere our mind asks, what do I get out of it? What do I get out of this? And so on. One day in Lucknow, I met one North Indian Baba. And I was at Chinmaya Mission that time, in Chinmaya Mission. There were a lot of students, disciples. The Baba said, you are in Chinmaya Mission, you must be having a wide circle of students. I said, there are many people who know us everywhere, all the Pujya Gurudev, Chinmayanandaji's grace. We go and yes, I was in orange robes those days. We are initiated disciples and we are received and taken. How about you? You don't have disciples. He said, look Swamiji, you are from south, you don't know. In this part of Uttar Pradesh, unless you do chamatkar, nobody gives you namaskar. Chamatkar ke bina namaskar nahi milega, he said. And I don't know any miracles and so on. That is all not important. What is main thing here is, what is effective chanting? what Papa did before realization and then post realization also. He taught, he instructed, he himself sang and made people sing. I would imagine the difference is he completely knows the value of the mantra. Mananat trayate iti mantraha. And coming to this Hridaya Kuhara Madhye, Atmanishto Bhava, Nim Karoli Baba, Samartha Ramdas, and so on, or I started with the sloka of Ramana, that Atmanishta, you know what it is? The Shastra, I am quoting Shastra. In the Shastra it is made clear, this Atma is you. You are the Atma. But mental noise makes you completely deaf or blind to the truth of your existence. And chanting is a simple and direct way. Samartha Ramdas, how many years? Number of years he went on repeating. Later he was known as Shivaji's guru also. So because of so many years of repeating Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, did he become some kind of misfit in the society? The contrary was the truth. Rather than all that japa making him misfit, it made him so brilliant, he actually was able to guide a king like Shivaji. He wrote many works, I suppose, but a grantha called Manache Shlok. Shlokas to guide our own mind. Another called Das Bodh. Das is Ramdas, Samartha Ramdas of those days, 3 centuries ago maybe. And Bodh, the knowledge, wisdom that Das shares with all of us. So how does it work? Saying this, I will conclude my submissions. This mantra, after some practice, becomes a tool for us to hook this mind. The mind is trying to go here, go there, but bring the mind back and use mantra as a tool, use mantra as a support. Hold the support. Most of you have gone to Haridwar to take bath in Ganga. They give iron chains there as support. Even good swimmers, if they are a little careless, can be swept away by the current. It's very fast. But once there is the steel chain, even those of us who don't know swimming also can hold it and Har Har Mahadev. We can take 3 dips and come back with the satisfaction. Ganga Snana Madidevu. Like that, the mantra will be truly supporting you. Many people say, I do mantra, but my mind doesn't cooperate, it wanders. Then there is a little bit of restructuring your daily life. Maybe you take too much work on your lap, too much enjoyments maybe. You have a weakness when it comes to saying no. You can't say no. Everything you say yes. You want to study also a lot, you want to party also a lot, you want to see cinema and write reviews on them, you want to 100 ideas on you. How can it be? Then you run in conflict. So reduce what? Never leave duty. But there are many things which are not your duty at all. What is not your duty is expressed better in another expression in English. What is none of your business? You and I put our hands into a lot of what is none of our business. Then say, my life is stressed, my life is stressed. Please find out what is your business, what is not your business. No, Swamiji, you are making it very dilute. Give us some words from Bhagavad Gita to explain this concept. What is none of your business is what Sri Krishna calls paradharma. Paradharmo bhayavaha. Swadharme nidhanam shreya. Find out what you are made for, where you can serve the society also very much and you get satisfaction. That is Swadharma. You may be having a great finance sense. Operate in the finance world. Help people become richer. And that little commission you take will make you also rich. Even Harshad Mehta in the 90s, who was finally jailed, and it was a big scandal of those days, 91 or so. Even he was there on newspapers. It is said that Harshad Mehta, because he had, he was a genius when finding out loopholes in the finance system, banking system. He deceived a State Bank of India actually. 4 crores. These days 4 crores is not much for business people. Some 4 crores he took from State Bank of India. There's a Netflix movie, not Netflix, I think Sony TV documentary on Harshad Mehta. Someone has acted as Harshad Mehta. Taki Bhaskar, he has acted.
No, that's the name of the movie.
Oh, really?
Dulquer Salman. He is the actor.
Oh, okay. I saw some episodes, 3 or 4. Very gripping.
No, this is a movie, the one which we were saying.
Oh, this is a movie. Then there is a Sony TV documentary. Yeah, Harshad Mehta's life. How he was extremely poor. Then Bombay stock market, he was called as the bull. The bull means Harshad Mehta. Finally, he is arrested and he is in jail, I think, or in the hospital he dies. But it is said because of his insight into how finances work, he made a lot of people rich. A lot of people also were into the bandwagon and they all became very rich. Very few of them were caught. Poor man was caught. A lot of people cried also when he was jailed and he died and so on, because they can't tell openly. They had made money going by his advice. Swadharme nidhanam shreya. So if you restructure your daily life, for that sometimes some little techniques are helpful. In your own Bangalore there is a university, it's not here, the university is in America. There is one Yogi Devraj, Dr. Nagaraju knows him very well. He has a university in Florida. Yoga University of Americas. The Yoga University of America. I the other day watched a short video, 10 minutes video. In that he says to lay people, do 3 things every day, you will be a happy person, you will be a good person. And those 3 things are, he simplifies everything. 10 minutes of yogasana, 10 minutes of pranayama, and what is that third 10 minutes? 10 minutes of meditation. It's so true actually. Most people don't have such self-control at all. They live very mechanically. And when they try to just do japa, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, mind wanders. Don't just do what, one sadhana, that is the main sadhana, agreed. But that restructuring and a little bit of preparing your mind. Never miss 10 minutes of yogasana and 10 minutes of pranayama. And he says 10 minutes of dhyana. Then these sadhanas will be very effective. So the summary and substance of all I say is, chanting is a vocal practice, meditation is a mental practice, puja is a physical practice. Chanting, which is a practice, which is a sadhana on this level of speech, can help every one of us weaken and then undo, weaken and eliminate misconceived labels upon ourselves. I am no good, I have not succeeded, I am such a fool, and I am a sinner. Hundreds of negative labels, secretly or openly, we put upon ourselves. Human sorrow is not because of poverty or less food, etc. That's not such a problem. Human sorrow around the world is because this human being's mind goes on hurting him or her with negative judgments. You see somebody has built a 5-bedroom house in a posh colony, your mind says, all my life I could not even build one small house. I am living in a rented house. I am a failure. That house is not the problem. That man building a big rich house in a posh colony is not the problem. Your mind saying I have only a small room also is not. Then the mind puts a label. You are a failure, he is a success. That is not true. So many saints, Papa Ramdas, Jesus Christ, Buddha, what did they have? No 5-bedroom house, no Mercedes car, but their mind was free, calm and quiet. When they saw some devotee comes and takes them by a BMW, let us say, their mind would not say, I should not have become a Swami. If I had continued, I was a medical doctor and gave up medical practice and became a Swami. If I had continued as a medical doctor, I would have been the owner of a Mercedes or BMW. Is it necessary? The person who came to take you, Swamiji, in BMW is envious of you. I have Mercedes, I have so beautiful wife, I have nice children, I have everything, but I have no peace of mind. And this Swami whom I am taking home for a meal, he is all the time peaceful. He is envying you. But if this Swami is half-baked, as many of us are, the half-baked Swami will be outwardly, Om Shri Ram. How old is your BMW? Oh, just now you bought. Good, good. God bless you. God bless you. But the mind inside says, really, I should have. I was about to marry. A very beautiful girl who had wanted to marry me. I said no and I went to an ashram. Blunder after blunder. Ayyo Rama. If I had married that Mandakini, by now I would have been so happy. See, in Rangegowda's house, my mouth doesn't shut so easily. I will go on, and his intelligent daughter will create a pretext. In order to stop me, she will say, shall we serve tea in the middle? Indirectly saying it is time to stop. We bow down before Papa Ramdas, Mother Krishnabai and the lineage. We bow down and pray to them to bless us with an ability to use the mantra, calm our mind, free ourselves of negative labels. Let go of all labels. Don't say you are a success, don't say you are a failure. Stay in I am. I am is the truth. I am good, I am bad, I am successful, I am failure. I am scholarly, I know Sanskrit. This is all, in Hindi there is a nice word for it. Kannada also there must be. Bakwas. Humbug. Bakwas. Idle chatting. Kelsak बारदिद्दु मात. फालतू हिंदी में. फालतू. ये सब फालतू बात है. केल्सक बारदिद्दु. कन्नड़ा विषय कुछ काम का नहीं है. सुबह आपको बड़ा समझते थे और दोपहर तक आपको सबसे कम समझ रहे हो. शाम को क्या करोगे भगवान जाने. You don't have any other better work than to go on putting labels, comparing. In wealth I am richer, but in knowledge he is more. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು? ನಿನ್ನ ಹಣ ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು? ಅವ್ರಿಗಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಹಣ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಾ? ಅವರಷ್ಟು ಜ್ಞಾನ ನಿನಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಾ? ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಗುಡ್ 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 ಲೇಬಲ್ಸ್. Self judgment is the cause of sorrow, let me tell you. Examine that, think about it. Comparison leading to a judgment. Comparison leads to a judgment. 1 in 10 times we compare and feel I am better. 9 out of 10 times ಯಾವಾಗ ಅವರಷ್ಟು ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತ ಆಗ್ತೀನೋ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗ್ತೀನೋ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾರು ಕೇಳಿದರು? ಜರ್ನಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮೈಕ್, ವೆನ್ ಡು ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಬ್ರೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಹೇಮಾ ಮಾಲಿನಿ? ನೋಬಡಿ ಆಸ್ಕ್. ಬಟ್ ಹೇಮಾ ಮಾಲಿನಿ ನೋಡಿ 75 ಆದರೂ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ನನಗೆ 48 ಆದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಈ ಥರ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಕನ್ನಡಿ ಎದುರು ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು 48 ಆಯಿತು ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ರಿಂಕಲ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಅವಳು ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಅವಳು ಧರ್ಮೇಂದ್ರ ಥಿಯರಿ ಹೋದಾಗ ಹತ್ತದ್ದು ಚೆನ್ನ, ಅವಳು ನಕ್ಕರೂ ಚೆನ್ನ, ಅವಳು ಹತ್ತರೂ ಚೆನ್ನ. ನಂದು ಏನೋ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ, ಈ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಏನೋ ಆಗಲಿ. ಓಂ ನಮಃ ಶಿವಾಯ, ಓಂ ನಮಃ ಶಿವಾಯ. ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ. ನಿಮಗೂ ಪರಿವಾರದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಲೌಕಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ವಿಕಾಸ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಬೇಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದು ನೀವು ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡಿಸಿದ್ರಿ. ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಂದಾಪುರದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರೋ ತುಂಬ ಕುಣಿದಾಡಿದರೆ ಈ ದನ ಕರು ಹಾಕುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಎಳೆಯ ಕರು ಓಡಾಡೋ ಶುರು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂಗಳದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ. ಹಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಅದು ನೋಡು ಆ ಹೊಸ ಕರು ಹೇಗೆ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಿದೆ, ಹಾರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓಡಾಡ್ತಿದೆ, ಕಿವಿಗೆ ಗಾಳಿ ಹೋಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಕಿವಿಗೆ ಗಾಳಿ ಹೋಗೋದು ಅಂತ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್. ಆಗ ಸೊ ನಾನು ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾತಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತು ಭಾಳ ಇವ್ರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾರೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರೋ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಿವಿಗೆ ಗಾಳಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು. ಹಾಂ, ಖಂಡಿತ ಖಂಡಿತ ಖಂಡಿತ. ಅದು ದಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಫಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ವೇ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಿಂಗ್. Yes.
I will, because in the beginning.
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramam
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Om Shri Ram Jai